Hello, everyone, and peace of the Lord with all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear from your side. Please let me know if you have any problem with the sound. As you see the title today, questions and answers about Islam. Now, it's very easy to ask questions, but it's very hard to answer them. Before I start, I want to say thank you for all those who send me, their prayer and their support, because supposedly I don't feel good, but thanks to God, I'm getting, I'm getting better. It's just 48 hours. It was kind of hard, but now it's a lot better than before. Usually I don't get sick, but I mean, sometime you need to change oil, right? Like I really get sick. But look like in the last 40 hours, I had to try sick again. Maybe sickness missed me. So anyway, always we see Muslims questioning the Bible. And one of the funny thing I find about Muslims questioning the Bible is when a Muslim he questioning the Bible, he should be questioning his God first. Why? Because you see, when somebody is a Muslim, he believe that the Bible is the book of Allah. It's not like somebody is a Hindu. So when you are a Muslim and you come to us and you say as an example that the Torah is corrupt or the Injil is corrupt, and actually the Quran he used exactly the word Injil, which is a Greek word, which is a clear proof that Muhammad he is not a prophet of God. Because if Muhammad he claimed that the Injil is the book of Isa which sent to the Jews, how in the world a book sent by somebody supposedly he is from the Jews according to Islam to the Jews, but yet the name of his book is in Greek? It's like saying Christian Prince he made a book to the Chinese, but the name of the book in German. This is how silly the statement is. Especially we are talking about religion belief. Isa was sent only to the Jews. He's not an international prophet for them, only to the Jews. Then we find things in the opposite when it's come to Islam. Muhammad is international prophet, but his book in Arabic, and people have to pray in Arabic to a God who don't listen to any language except Arabic, but yet he's international prophet. This is how much they have double standard in their thinking and their questioning. Same time, it is us who should ask the question. As long Allah is the one who revealed the Quran and the Torah and the Injil, why Allah, according to Muslim, he decided to protect the Quran, but he don't want to protect the Injil and the Torah? I mean, isn't it silly? Isn't it silly of this God? Is the book of God is equal to other books of God? If the Muslim they want to say to us that the book of the Allah, the Quran, is more important than the Injil, that's mean the Muslim believe that Allah was silly, stupid when he wrote the Injil, and he was stupid and silly when he wrote the Torah. So what do you mean this book Allah will protect and the other one will not? In the Quran you will find verses where it says لا مبدل لكلمات الله. Nobody can change the word of Allah. Okay, how you say nobody can change the word of Allah, and then you say to us that they changed the word of Allah? Huh? Read this verse with me in the Quran, and this is the Muslim translation. The Muslim they say that the Arab were amazed with the Quran. But the verse in the front of us, it says that the Arab, they were asking him to replace the Quran. They who look not for the meeting with us say, bring a lecturer other than this, or change it. Say, O Muhammad, it is not for me to change it. Of my accord, I only follow which is inspired to me. Here we find something very funny. You see, the word inspired is correct. In Arabic, it says wahi. But Muhammad never been inspired Quran. And here we see how silly, stupid the idea of the one who wrote the Quran. Because inspired is not by getting delivery by a guy. If a guy come to my house and he delivered to me a package of zucchini, this is not inspiration. I'm not inspired zucchini. Muhammad never inspired. If we ask the Muslims, can you show me where Muhammad was inspired? They cannot. So the one here who chose this word is stupid, is silly. And Muhammad saying, they are asking him to change the Quran, and he says, I cannot change the Quran because this is what I inspired. But Muhammad never received inspiration. Muhammad received delivery. Isn't it, you Muslims, all of you agree that Muhammad received Quran from a guy, his name is Jibreel? So where is the inspiration? And he spoke to him face to face. Inspiration is not, even if God spoke to me, is not inspiration no more. If he spoke to me directly by voice, he appeared in front of me, that is not inspiration. Inspire is it, he put it in my mind. I was inspired from inside me, from the inner of a human being, that God inspired you, so you write something by his inspiration. But if it is delivery, this is not inspiration. Do we agree, people, or my English is not helping me to explain? You understand me? So here you notice that the Quran is very silly and it doesn't make sense in any way, in any mean. And the more you read this book, the more you find that this book is very silly. Like as an example, read the verse after it. So if Allah had so willed, I should not have received it to you, nor would have made it known to you. I dwelt among you a whole lifetime before it. Before it, what does that mean? And but between two bracket came to me to explain it. Have ye then no sense? I like it when the Quran is speaking about sense. You remember yesterday we show you the verse where it says you can eat in your houses. Anyone remember what chapter was? Who remember? Let us see how many of you is learning. What the chapter is? The chapter, it says, as long as we mentioned it yesterday, let's refresh your memory. Which chapter in the Quran it says you are allowed to eat in your house? Anyone remember? 24. Somebody says 23. Okay. Anyone remember? No. See, like you guys are not really learning. Yeah, it's 24:61. So always if you wanna speak to Muslims, you have to keep your reference in mind. Otherwise, there's no point, right? Like in the future, if you want to show them this verse, what you do? I mean, are you going to start searching? When somebody speak about sense, and you just yesterday we made this video for you, showing you how silly, how funny this book is. Imagine there is God. He says to us, no blame is there upon the blind, nor no blame upon the lame, nor any blame upon the sick, nor on yourself if you eat in your houses. I mean, have you ever heard of such a God saying it's okay, no blame upon you if you are blind to eat in your home? Since when there is a blame? I mean, what nation in the world they blame somebody anyway for eating in his house? If this is God talking, God, he sit in his table and he start thinking, what I will write today, what I will teach the human being today. I want to give them extra wisdom, something they do not know. I will give them ethic. Let me write here, no blame if you are sick to eat in your home. Hello? No blame. No blame if you are blind to eat in your home. No blame if you are lame to eat in your home. A guy, he cannot walk, where he will eat? No blame to eat in the houses of your father. No blame to eat in the house of your mother. Hello? I mean, this is something I have to get God to tell me. It's okay to eat in my house, in the house of my father and the house of my mother, and then the house of my brother and the house of my sister. So here you notice that this is very silly, stupid book. But the Muslims always, they try to give us, or to try to make you believe that this is an amazing book, wisdom. If you read the verse after this one, you will see how silly this book. Or even if you read the verse before it, look at this verse. Look at this verse. Read and love. As for women past childbearing, which mean over 50 years old, who have no hope of marriage, it is not a sin for them if they discard clothing in such a way not to show adornment. What is that? Allah saying to women, it's okay, it's not a sin if you don't have makeup, because now supposedly you are in the maintenance store. Do you see it, guys? What do you mean it's not a sin? What even the business of this God with women who they are over the age of 50 to tell them such a silly thing? It's okay if you are in an age where you cannot have babies no more, if you don't put makeup, and if you look horrible, and if you don't take of yourself, take care, if you don't wear nicer clothes, it's okay, it's not sin. Why? She is dead, she's a woman. So what if she is 45 or she is 50? I mean, this is God. What is the wisdom? Another verse here. Don't call the prophet the same you call each other. What? The true believer, he don't speak to his messenger the same he speak to others. Why? He is God. If you want to go to the prophet, you have to ask for permission. Make not the calling of the messenger among as you calling one another. And then if you go to the rules, you will see that you cannot speak loud when you speak to the messenger. You have to speak like this. Prophet, how are you? If you say, Prophet, how are you? That's not right. You have to lower your voice. And you have to be subdued like you are a cat and he is the big dog. Make not the calling of the messenger among you as calling one another. Allah knows those who steal away. What does that mean? Hiding yourself, hiding themselves. What does that mean? Allah making a threat. You cannot talk about Muhammad the same you talk about others. Muhammad is God. Don't talk about the Prophet in the way you talk about others, because Allah all knowing, He knew how you talk about him. Muhammad, he fabricated Quran to make them speak to him in such a way as God, even if he is not there. Otherwise, Allah all knowing and He will punish you. And here we go. This is a verse from Allah. By the way, just to inform you, the videos we take down, you will find a link for it from now on in minds.com, which means like now I have this original link. Later, a day after, this video will be taken down, but I will post replacement for it from the videos of channels which you are downloading. So later the same video will be in different channel. I will post it in Mind. So if you don't mind, subscribe to Minds. Here we go. We made a better Quran. Now, everything we see in front of us, Muslims, they don't like anyone to question it. As an example, the same chapter. Imagine it says here that Allah He sent down from heaven hail. And this hail is in mountains in heaven, which means Allah He break the hail from those mountains. Can we question this stupidity? No. Muhammad explained how the hail is made. Science. You cannot question. And the Muslim, they fabricate stories about science. As an example, here it says that the Quran says that there is the darkness of a sea which is covered by wave after wave. They say to you, according to science, there is above waves and there's down in the ocean waves. But this is what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying that a crazy sea, there's waves come in the top of the other wave, as simple as that. And the more crazy the ocean is, the more stormy it is, the darker it's going to be. And that's why he's speaking about the cloud in the top of it. So always they try to fabricate something is not there in order to convince you that this book is a book of God. What about the Quran saying that the stars are made to shoot the Shaitan in his ass? Do you know how big the star is? Chapter 67, verse number 5. And verily we have beautified the word heaven with lamps. Okay, and we made them missiles for the devil, but the devil he live in the earth. Anyone knows what this is about? What the point of this story? Who knows? Let us see how many of you remember what is behind the story. And thank you, by the way, for those who made donation. I appreciate your support. Now, you know, with this donation, I can go and eat in my mom house because Allah He allowed it. Finally, I thought I cannot eat in my mother house. Thank you, guys. Anyone remember? The genie, according to Muhammad, the genie, which is the shaitan, they try to spy at Allah. So what Allah He do? He have a defense system, Star Wars system. Star Wars exist before George Bush and those idiots. We have it long time before. Muhammad is the first one who starts Star War. So when the shaitan he tried to spy at Allah, Allah He showed him. Is that in the Quran or this in the Hadith? Anyone remember? Anyone remember? Is that in the Hadith or in the Quran? This is in the Quran, chapter 15, verse number 18. Here you will see, if we read like a little bit before, it says, and verily In the heaven we have set mansions of stars, and we beautified it for a beholder, and we have guarded it from every outcast devil. You see, the Muslims here, they use this verse to say to you, this is about the atmosphere. Look how they fabricate. This verse saying it is the sky protected, not the earth. It is opposite. And what he's talking about here, you see, they show you this verse, and they show you other verse. We will show that one too, but they will not show you that this is about protecting the sky from the devil. The devil cannot leave the earth and go to the sky, and we have guarded it from every outcast devil. What they do? Save him who steals the hearing, and them those clear flame pursue. So when the shaitan, he tried to steal information from Allah, and this is very normal these days, you know, hacking, this is hacking, you know, but he wanna go to heaven to steal, to spy. Okay, shaitan, obviously he worked for CIA or Mossad or KGB. So shaitan, he tried to spy, but Allah will not let that happen. But sometimes in different verses it says it happened. So what Allah do? Right away the alarm system of Allah is going to go crazy, and the missile, he will take one of the stars. So what happened here? Muhammad, with his ignorance, trying to explain what the foreign star we see at night are. This is a legion idea that the devils, once they start to spy at gods, so they can watch it, or they can use it for witchcraft, or let us say the one who read your future. How they can do that? Because they have a communication with those shaitan who they spy at God, and they give them information for exchange. So when you see a foreign star, which is not really a star, it's a meteor, according to Muhammad, this is a real star, and Allah, he is shooting the shaitan in his ass for trying to spy. And yet the Muslim, they say to us, like, who have a book like the book of Allah? Who can make a book like the book of Allah? How the shaitan is so small to the point he can wrap himself around your penis, Muslims, yet he needs a star to kill him. According to your prophet, shaitan even sleep in your nose. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the hadith. Shaitan, he sleep in your nose. But yet we need a star. We need a star to shoot it. I mean, such a small creature, why Allah he need a star to kill it or to keep it away? And why Allah even need such a thing? I mean, if I'm just trying to find you the hadith in Arabic, in English, sorry. Look at this, and this is Sahih. They cannot say to us it's weak. The apostle of Allah said, when any of you awake up from sleep and perform ablution, he must clean his nose 3 times, for the devil spend his night in the interior of his nose. So a little tiny is not even in the size of a mosquito. We need a star to kill it. How the star will go inside the earth without destroying the earth? Do you know how big the star is? And how even shaitan can spy at Allah? I mean, why Allah need the Muslim? They say to us that Allah, if you want something, He say B is going to be. Okay, say B, say B, say they cannot spy. That's it. What do you mean missiles and shooting? Who is the one? Who is the one who's going to shoot those stars? Let us think about it. You see, I like to like to make people use their brain so we can think together. Let me grab an image here so we can use it for this. Hold on, give me a second. Which image we will use? Okay, hold on. All right. I will use an Islamic image I have here. I will take a snapshot of it so we can use it. Okay. Let us imagine this together. Shaitan, he live in earth according to Islam. Shaitan wanna go up to heaven. Okay. Shaitan going up. He tried to go up. Shaitan, he arrived here. We will make him in yellow. This is Shaitan. Allah, and look like it, he have an army or defense system where angels maybe, or even him, they have guns. And what is the ammunition for those guns? They shoot stars. So Allah here, he have defense system. The second the Shaitan he arrived to a certain point, those angels, they start shooting missiles at the Shaitan, and then either they get him injured or he got killed. And this is according to the explanation of the hadith or and the tafsir. So the second the Shaitan he tried to get in, the one who survived is the one who come back usually, and he steals some information, which means he was successful. Really, he did not die. So he stole some information and he come back with it. Now if we go and see the interpretation for this verse, because you know the Muslims, they might say to us, oh, you are making things up. Chapter 15 verse number 18. Let us see the interpretation. We go to English. Chapter 15 verse number 18. Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is al-Jalalain, who is, you know, comparing to others, he is a new scholar. He is saying, except the one who listened by stealth, he pursued by a clear flame, a shining meteor, that breast burns him or pierces him or drive him insane. So he's not necessarily going to get killed. The Muslims, after they notice that this is impossible, they start using the word bitor in the interpretation. But in the Quran it says clearly those are lamps, and lamps are exist according to the Quran only in the lowest heaven, and they are the stars. And actually there's many in the same website of Quran and Miracles, you will find them speaking about those lamps as a stars, and they themselves they agree that lamps is a stars, not a meteor. But it is a meteor when they want, it's a star when they want, depend in the deception. If we go to different interpretation, save him who steals hearing, and them doth a clear flame pursue. They are pursued by a bright burning star. Let's go to Ibn Kathir. What Ibn Kathir want to say? Ibn Kathir is a moderate scholar who try always to defend the Quran, and and by the way, Ibn Kathir in English have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. Just take a note about that. 90% of Ibn Kathir in English, or sorry, in Arabic, it disappear in English. So here we will see Ibn Kathir talking. Allah, he made the stars as buruj. Buruj, by the way, what do you call it in English? The one you read your future, like you can read what will happen to you. Islam teaches exactly the same. This is something they took from the Indian, from the Persian, about there is buruj, where there is towers and palaces, and each one of them presents something, and we can read the future with it. So then he says, he refers to sensual fortress. He made shooting stars to guard against the evil devils who try to listen to information conveyed at the highest or highest heights. If any devil preaches and advance hoping to listen, a clear shooting star comes to him and destroy him. He may already have passed on whatever he heard before. Okay, so look what happened here. Shaitan, he went to heaven and he is communicating with his friends, and now Allah, he shoot him, but it's too late because Shaitan already he steals some information, and now he will carry it down to earth. The fire hit him, and another devil below him, the later will then take it to his friends among the humans, as he stated in Sahih explanation. And this is a hadith in the hadith. So the Muslims believe that Shaitan, he can steal and he can spy at Allah, and he can use it for a fortune teller, unless until it reached the earth, and he put it in the mouth of the sorcerer or fortune tellers, so that after telling 100 lies he got something right. So fortune tellers are, according to Islam, they are true people. They are really stealing at Allah. They are getting their information from Allah. Let us see if this guy is a Muslim. And remember, the interpretation of the Quran by new scholars, and Ibn Kathir is one of the newest, by the way, like even though he is many centuries before, but the more it's close to our time, the more the interpretation is tried to make the Quran more acceptable. This is why you see in the English translation, it is totally different from the English translation. Let us see. Somebody he's a Muslim wanna call.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ooh, is this the famous Christian Prince?
I am no famous, my friend. I am just anyone. How I can help you?
Oh, so I was just watching the stream. You're talking about Surah Baruj?
Well, we are talking about many chapters. You know, this one is chapter of Al-Hijr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. About the shaitan spying at Allah. What do you think?
There's a lot of stuff that's very strange, and in I guess the Islamic tradition.
But this is not tradition. This is Quran.
It's the Quran.
Yeah, this is Quran. The Quran says that Allah saying, speaking, that shaitan, he steal information from him.
Like I have the stream muted because I don't want like the
I
echo to
understand,
happen.
but you can view the screen even if you mute it. You know,
Okay,
still
yeah.
you are hearing me anyway. It says in chapter 15, verse number 18, save him who steals the hearing. Okay, shaitan. So the shaitan, he go up to heaven and he steal information from Allah, and Allah he showed him with a star. What do you think about that?
That's strange.
That's strange or stupid. I don't know. We have to be more accurate in description. Let us be honest.
Oh, the translation, like it's like the old English. So
It doesn't matter. You speak Arabic? I can say it in
my
Arabic.
Arabic is very bad, very
Okay.
bad.
Well, you can open any translation you wish. I mean, it doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
And I'm explaining to you what it says, but you can open any translation you wish. It says it clearly. All of them, they agree that you know, shaitan, he steal information. Let us try different translation for you just to make you happy. What about Yusuf Ali? You like Yusuf Ali?
And any translation works, brother.
Okay, but any that gains a hearing by stealth is pursued by flaming fire. And the verse before it saying that this is the devil. So
I'm actually going to try my hand at the Arabic.
in Arabic, I will read it for you, just to help you as long your Arabic is bad. وحفظناها من كل شيطان رجيم إلا من استرق السمع فاتبعه شهاب مبين. فاتبعه شهاب مبين. So Allah, he sent him. You know?
وحفظناها
من كل شيطان رجيم. حفظناها is السماء. وجعلنا في السماء بروجا وزيناها للناظرين. And we made the sky towers or zodiacal signs, and we made her beautified for the beholder, the one who is looking. Okay. And by the way, this is false, because most of the stars we don't see. What we see of the stars is not even maybe 1 to 1 billion.
Yeah, no, the stars. There's a lot more stars.
So this is a mistake in the Quran. The Quran is saying that this is a decoration for us, but the fact that's not true. We don't see most of it. And then he says, and we guarded it from every evil shaitan. And then except the one who steal information, Allah, he shoot him with a flaming fire. So what do you think?
Just a question, like وَحَفِظْنَاهَا, it's like it's referring, and we have protected it.
The sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Because the verse speak about the sky. وَجَعَلْنَاهِ فِي السَّمَاءِ بُرُوجًا.
Okay.
وَجَعَلْنَا فِي السَّمَاءِ بُرُوجًا وَحَفَظْنَاهَا. That goes back to the sky. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I don't know, man. It's
you want to stay as a Muslim?
I mean, I actually wouldn't call myself one.
So what do you call
Right.
yourself now?
Agnostic, I guess.
So what does that mean? Why? So you are saying you decide to leave Islam?
I mean, not officially. It's
Okay.
kind of like
I mean, why you don't do it officially?
Scared.
From what? Allah will shoot you with the star?
More like family.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, a family. So your family will be happy if you decide to be foolish, stupid, and you believe in such a madness. Is that what make the family happy?
It's a slow process. It's a slow process. I'm working through it.
I'm not going to pressure you, you know, but I mean, it's obvious. Like, look at the verse after it. And the earth we have spread out. Actually, it says, which means we make it flat, like a carpet, as you see. And then we set their own mountains. So according to the Quran, the earth is flat, and Allah He placed in the top of the earth the mountains. But this is false. You know, the mountains are not placed in the top of the earth. The mountains is coming from inside the earth because of the tectonic pressure. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, every sentence there is a joke. This is can't be God talking.
Is it okay if I ask you a question?
Sure.
Or so like I was doing some research on the Quran, I guess. And like some of you probably speak better Arabic than me, but some of the words even in Arabic don't make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
We can pull up an example if you want.
No, my friend. All the Quran
Nope.
Arabic word doesn't make sense. You don't need to look. All of it. Like, look at this in front of us. You know.
Okay.
Okay. Like as an example.
Yeah.
When the Quran in this verse says, from everything we have warehouse of it. I mean, from everything we have a warehouse of it. How that can be? ومن كل شيء. Here, read. وإن من شيء إلا عندنا خزائنه. From everything you have, we have here the warehouse of it. I mean, that's silly. Warehouse of it, خزائنه. How God He says from everything you have, we have the warehouse of it, not source. It doesn't say source. This is false translation. So Allah He claimed that He have a warehouse, and He sent down from His warehouse what we have, and we send it in a measurable amount. So what do you have in your house? You have a TV. Allah, you have a TV there. You have a tree. Allah send you, and He have more there. You have a zucchini. Allah have more there. He send you zucchini down, but He have more there. So when you say, you know, there's many words in the Quran does not make sense. The word Quran itself doesn't make sense. It's in Arabic. It's even wrong. There's nothing in Arabic called Quran. But because this is an Aramaic, taken from the Aramaic, this is why it doesn't make sense.
Wait, the word Quran is not Arabic.
Yes, it's not Arabic. Because Quran, you see in Arabic, the same as in English, you say eat, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's, you know, for the verbs and for the words and etc. In Arabic, we have the same. Like you say, akala ya'kulu aklan. You don't say akala ya'kulu aklanan. So, qara'a yaqra'u, you don't say Qur'anan, qira'atan. So this is wrong. But because this is a word stolen from the Christians Aramaic, the Aramaic Christians, until now, actually, even in Arabic Christian, when they read the Bible, they say qira'a min kitab, Quran or qira'a from the book of John, as an example. Muhammad, he took it and he named the Quran with it. And actually, I believe the one who named it this way, it was Waraq ibn Nawfal.
I thought like because I was doing some reading on this. Like in Arabic you have like the roots, and you have the like al-wazn.
Yeah.
Like they were saying it's qara'a, which is like the root to read, and then in the pattern of al-fu'lan.
Let us not to go in details in Arabic, you know, because
yeah,
first
sure,
of all,
sure.
your Arabic is not good, and the people who are listening will not get a benefit from this. But
Okay.
listen to this. You remember when Muhammad he received Quran first time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what
Yeah.
is the first word Allah he said to him according to Muslims?
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Thank you very much. Now, how Allah he said to Muhammad, read in the name of your God, but Muhammad do not know how to read. And how Allah he said to him, read, but he did not give him a book to read.
I don't know.
That's
weird. That's strange. That's
no, it's not. That's not strange, because the story here is stupid. You know, Muhammad he is trying to copy a story from the Old Testament, where you know, the Bible speak about those. You know, they cannot read the book. He cannot read the book. He is not from the Jews. He is not from the believers. He is just a pagan person. So read. Muhammad he says, I cannot read. Right?
Yeah.
This is what the Muslim is saying. This is what the story is saying. Now the Muslim they try to cover it up. They're saying here Allah saying to him recite. But if it is recite, that's a problem, because recite is you say something from your memory, correct?
Yeah.
You cannot say recite when this is the first word he ever heard from Allah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You can say to him recite if he heard that before, not he just heard this. Same time, if it's repeat, that doesn't make sense still. Why if I say to you repeat, you say to me I cannot repeat? By saying that word you repeat it already. You know?
Yeah.
So it's a stupid story. It does not make sense. But Muhammad he have to come with a story that here we go. Finally, he got a decision from his God, and this God he says to him read, and which mean this is the opening statement from Allah for him to bring Quran to people. But the story does not make sense, and it's foolish, and it's poorly made, written, and does not describe anything right about what Muhammad trying to resemble. My friend, there's a Muslim trying to call me, and he said he want to debate me. I will go back to you if he is not worth it. I apologize. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
friend,
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Mute you too, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What's
my
up?
friend. You are live on air. What do you want to say to us, Mr. Abdul?
Do you know? I just heard you talking to a guy. Do you know who that was? I recognize him.
I don't care. Who are you? Are you a Muslim?
No. That's. I am a Muslim. He was talking to a guy who said that he was an ex-Muslim or agnostic or whatever, right?
I don't care. People they say whatever they want. And what's
You
your problem?
better care, because that guy came to your emission and said that you converted him to Islam. Adam, he said was his name. Remember? I recognize his voice. Now today he is not a Muslim anymore. You see how? No, he's not a Christian anymore. He said he was an agnostic.
And how you know that this is Adam?
I know that. I know his voice. I know him. I made a video out of you, out of the video he made with you. You fooled him, telling him that when Allah said whoever obeys the messenger obeys Allah, remember? And you fooled him through that, and you have him revert or convert to Christianity. That's the same guy. He just talked to you.
Okay. Let us assume that he is.
That's how dumb you are.
Okay.
He just showed that.
Just to show you how stupid what you are saying. You just admitted that you cannot refute me, and people are leaving Islam. Thank you very much. Now, can you refute me in that point?
Yeah, I'm going to refute you. Yesterday you made a live, right? You said something about eating at home or eating at your cousins or your friends, right? You tried to make fun of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't know, you don't know. You are just making yourself look so stupid.
Well,
you don't know what was going on in your own country, in your own zone. Listen to me.
Okay, let us see
who
is stupid. Hold on. You see,
I'm tired of you not listening.
Are you calling to fight or you are calling to answer?
I'm calling because I'm tired of you
Okay,
not
I'm
listening.
asking you then. I'm asking you.
Listen to
What kind
you're
of
gonna have
God he
listen
says?
to
What kind
listen.
of God? What kind of God he says you can eat in your home? Explain to us.
Okay, we'll explain to you.
What?
Yes, I will. If you listen, you shut your damn mouth. I will explain it to you.
Speak with respect,
hear me?
otherwise I will insult your prophet. I warn you. Each time you insult me, I will insult your prophet. So don't bring
You
insult
be
to your prophet.
insulting me. I'm tired of be respecting
I
you.
don't care if you respect
can
me or
insult
not.
Muhammad as long as you
Speak
want.
nicely so we can
This
talk.
is
What kind of God?
ultimate-
Answer. You see, you are a coward. You will never answer. You will give me a speech. What
from?
kind of God? He
You're a
says,
coward.
if you are a blind, you can eat in your home.
I'll give you
If you
a
are
speech.
sick, you can eat in
I
your
told
home.
your ass,
Go
I
ahead.
told you.
Go ahead, answer.
What? You said what?
What kind of God? He says, no blame is there upon you. A blind, no blame. If there is somebody is lame, no blame. If somebody is sick, no blame upon yourself if you eat in your home. Do we need a verse from God to say it's okay to eat in our home?
Okay. Do you know that as of today, if you go to India, some people do not eat together? Did you know that?
Abdul.
As of today, listen to me. Just say yes or no.
No.
Let me
Just wait.
I will
First of
explain to
all,
you.
hold on.
Do you know
Let
that?
me
Yes
show
or
you how
no?
stupid you are. First of all, this is speaking about you can eat in your home if you are blind, if you are
I
sick,
will get
if
to
you are lame. No,
yeah.
you get from here first. Start from here.
The verse
What
is
kind of
telling
God
you-
he need to teach you that you can eat in your home? Start, please.
Yes, it just didn't start by that. If it ended up by that, it said you can eat to your cousins, to your mothers, to your father. It didn't start by that. Start where don't lie.
Where the blind,
That's what you do.
he is allowed to
Read the
eat
damn-
before
Put
Islam.
the verse on the screen.
Before your God,
Put
he
the
says
verse
that
on the screen.
shut up, I
And
will
I show
answer.
that you're a liar
The
like
blind,
usual. Put
no,
the
you
verse
are
on
the
the screen
liar.
right
You
now.
have to answer me.
2461.
The blind he
20,
eat where?
6,
Before
1.
Islam. Before
Put it
Islam.
on-
Where the blind he eat outside of his home.
I said, you see? Every time you get caught
Why
lying,
somebody?
you turn
Who
around.
is
Do
the
you know
one who
that?
claims? Shut up. Who is the one who claims somebody is a blind for eating at his home? Who in the word somebody he blames somebody? It says no blame upon you if you are sick or a blind or even yourself, which means if you are not even sick or lame or blind to eat in your home. What kind of garbage is garbage? Why somebody blaming somebody for eating in his house? Hello? Hello? What happened? I'm sick of your lies. I mean, what lies? I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, guys, I am sick of your lies. Do you know in India until now don't they eat together? First of all, those are not in India, those are Arab. And we eat together. And we have a small rooms. Actually, it's even a tent. What do you mean we don't eat together? Since when? Since when a family they don't eat together? Since when somebody is blamed for eating in his house? Who is the crazy when I believe in such a garbage? So he called, he shouted. Do you know that this guy who called you is the same guy who left Islam before? So let us say for the sake of argument, yes, so he left Islam. Good for him. Can you bring him back to Islam? Call me Abdul. Why you hang up? Are you calling a friend? I am sick of your lies. I'm sick of your lies. And then when you start from there, it says, look, or the house of your mothers, or the house of your brothers, or the house of your sisters. You made me laugh. Oh boy. Call Abdul, call. We want to laugh. Where you go? They went offline. Potato. I am sick of your lies. I am the one who's lying. If a blind cannot eat in his house, who is the one who can eat in his house? He's a blind. Where he will go? If somebody is a lame, what do you mean no plane? And what make it more funny, no plane if you eat in your house if you are blind. No plane if you eat in your house if you are lame. No plane if you eat in your house and you are sick. No plane if you yourself, even if you are not sick, you eat in your house. I mean, that is the most silly, stupid thing. And no plane if you eat alone or together. Let us say he said, do you know in India, until now, there's people who don't eat together? Really? However, it says here no plane to eat alone. So he is agreeing with the Indian? That means he agreed with the Indian. It doesn't say you cannot eat alone. It says you can. So how silly you are. And Allah now speaking to the Indian, this verse, brother, is made for Zakir Naik. This verse exactly he made for Zakir Naik. Because in my family, we don't used to eat together. We are Indian. And we used to eat like individual. But Allah, he want to tell us it's okay to eat together. What a big fat lie. Children, they eat with their parents. Since when they eat everyone alone? I'm sick, brother. I'm sick of your lies. And the guy who called you before is the same guy. His name is Adam, who left Islam. Do you remember him? And you fooled him. And you made him believe that the Quran says you have to obey the messenger. Yes, the Quran says that. Are you there, Abdul? Are you going to call me back or no? Hello? I'm sick of your lies. Yes, the Quran says you have to obey Muhammad. The one who obey Muhammad will obey Allah. And look, guys, he remembered the voice of the guy, which means this guy is really in pain for hearing people leaving Islam, calling me life. I don't remember them. I mean, how I'm going to remember? There's thousands of people left Islam, and if I talk to tens of thousands, I will not be exaggerating if I say tens of thousands. But look how much pain they have. All the verses in front of us is speaking about obeying Muhammad. But look at this verse here. Who is obeyed? The messenger had obeyed Allah. So Muhammad, obedience is more important than obeying Allah. And as long as the Quran clearly says that Muhammad is a sinner, وَغَفَرْنَا لَكَ مَا تَقَدَّمَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ مِنْ ذُنُوبٍ, we forgive thee for the past and the come of your sin. So how you order human being to obey a sinner who is a human being like him? And you made his obedience the obedience of God. By this verse, Muhammad, he'll elevate himself upon God, because obeying him is more important than obeying Allah himself. Okay. Somebody left Islam and he need help. And by the way, he said that his name, this guy, his name is Adam. This guy, he just tell me that his name is not Adam, really. Let us call him and see what he will say about this guy. Hello?
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah. Are you? He's saying that your name is Adam, and you called me before, and you left Islam live on air.
No.
Your name is not Adam.
No. My name's not Adam.
Okay, but he's saying that you left Islam because I told you about this verse specifically. So is that true?
No.
Not you? Okay. Well, I don't know. This is what he's saying. So I was wondering if he is right or not. I don't know. Yeah, but he is obviously he is very angry from you because you left Islam.
Oh no.
Yeah. What make you leave Islam, if you don't mind to say?
I'd rather not get into it, if you don't mind. Sorry.
All right, no problem. Well, I just wanted to confirm what he said, if you are Adam, the one who left Islam, or not. But anyway, look like he is wrong again, or maybe. But obviously, he is angry from seeing people leaving Islam live on air.
He is very angry. He's shouting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, it's okay. I understand. I mean, if I am him, I will be angry too. I have a stupid God. What I can do? You know. Yeah. But it's not his fault. It's the fault of what we believe. You know, when you show them how stupid this is, I mean, like this verse he is talking about, that no blame that you can eat if you are blind to eat in your house. I mean, he's a blind. Will eat where? I mean, what do you mean no blame? Do I need somebody to tell me there's no blame? I mean, what nation they blame somebody for eating in his house? I mean, since when eating in your house is a crime?
What verse is this?
This is chapter 24, verse number 61. All right. Anyway, my friend, let us see if we can take more Abdul. And thank you for calling. Next time, change your name to Adam so the Muslims will get happy. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. I mean, do you see how mad, angry, stupid he is? He cannot answer. You are making fun of this verse. Do you know that in India until now they don't eat? Hey, there's any Indian here? Who is Indian here? You people in India don't eat together? Are you sure? Before I associate with many Indian, they eat together. What are you talking about? They have big family and they eat together, and they are, what do you mean they don't eat together? If you are saying to me that there is like in India there's discrimination, let us say there's like people are divided by level of understanding, I agree with that, but this is not what it says here. This is about eating your home and eating together or individual in your home. And what does this have to do with India? But because they knew that this is very silly, very stupid verse, I made them so upset. And this is why, guys, I say to you, download this video, share it everywhere. There's nobody will see this video and he will not die laughing. How many of you download the video? I think we have an Indian calling. Hello?
Yeah, I'm an Indian, CP. How are you?
My brother, how are you?
I'm very well.
By the way, I apologize from any Indian. I'm not making fun of the Indian, but you know me. I'm not about that.
You know,
and
I saw that video earlier as well.
Yeah.
The one you made earlier about the eating.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. Very,
so
funny.
It's
stupid.
Do you eat alone as an Indian? No.
No, there's no restrictions like that. That's just absurd. It's crazy.
Yeah, they are trying to defend in any way, right? It's just fabricate.
Yeah, it's madness. Absolute madness.
So what do you want to say to us, my friend?
No, just keep up the good work. I have called you before. I'm the Sikh that told you testimony about my son.
Why you don't tell us anything about the Sikh? Because many people they mix between the Sikh and the Muslims. Can you share some information as long as you are a Sikh? You used to be a Sikh now?
We used to be a Sikh, that's right.
We're Christian, right?
We're born enemies, you could say. India and Pakistan have always been at war.
Okay.
We're just total opposite of them. We're told from birth, one thing you never do is trust a Muslim. That's the first thing that's ingrained in an Indian, especially a Sikh. We've been, the Sikhs actually came out of Hinduism the eldest Hindu son was made a Sikh because of all the incursions the Muslim kept making into India, taking their women and so on. And so the eldest son would be classified as a Sikh, and that's where it really originated. And
Sikh,
they were the warriors.
religion?
They were the warriors. They were the fighters that were the front line against the Muslims attacking.
Yeah, I understand. But I'm trying to understand that is the Sikh a religion by itself, or is still they are Hindu?
No. Sikh is now a different religion. It was started with they have 10 gurus, and it started with Guru Nanak about 400 years ago.
Okay.
So he was the first guru, and then there was a succession of gurus. There were 10 in total, and then to stop that going on, the Indian holy, or they call it holy scripture, the Indian scriptures was made the last guru, and so there were no human gurus after that. The 10th, the 11th is basically the holy book, the holy Indian book. And they treat it just like a man, in the temple. They will wake it up in the
But
morning.
what I understand about the
and
Sikh,
then,
you as coming from a Sikh background, many people, they think the Sikh as Muslims because they put the turban in their head, but the fact that the Muslim, they fought them for centuries, correct? And they killed a lot of them, correct?
oh, absolutely. I can't remember his name. Who's the evil guy that invaded India? Jahangir Khan, I think his name was.
Yeah.
He tried to make all of India into Sikhs. So they called the guru who was alive at the time, who was the 9th guru, and basically the Sikhs said, if you can get him to convert, we'll all convert to Islam as well. And basically he gave his life. I mean, in Sikhism, even during the, when they fought the British there, the Sikhs gave 99% of sacrifices. And they really were the brunt of the Muslims at the time. Because they couldn't get them to convert, they'd rather die as Sikhs than convert to Islam.
So look like the Sikh are people to respect, not what people think.
No, it was the hardest thing for me to do, to give up my religion, because our temples are open, not 24/7. Some of them are, but you go in there and you can have a free meal. You can be white, black, anything. They don't turn anybody away from the temples. It's all about sacrifice. The Sikhs originally, they were monk warriors, is what they were. They never ever fought any offensive battles. It was always defensive battles to protect against the incursion of the Muslims. So actually, it is a very well respected religion in that sense, but unfortunately it doesn't give you salvation, which is what Jesus Christ does.
And I noticed about the Sikh that they are in the beginning, I do not know about them. We are in the Middle East, whenever we don't have Sikhs, so we do not know what a Sikh is. And first time we saw them, we thought they are maybe kind of Muslims because they put the turban, etc., and it sound like confusing. But then by
the turban is totally different.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, by time I noticed that those are not only not Muslims, they fought Muslims for centuries, and they defend the borders of India for a long time, like in Afghanistan attack. Pakistan, from all over. So
because they're in the Punjab, they're in the north, and that's where they used to attack from. So they were really the front line in the Punjab.
Absolutely, yeah. And my friend, you as an ex-Sikh, and now you are a Christian, like so is there a churches between the Sikh people now, Christian churches?
Is there what? Sorry.
I mean, do the Sikh accept the Christian to be part of their society, or they reject them?
It varies from family to family, CP. Some Sikh families have this attitude, well, it's your life, if that's what you want. Some of them do still have this attitude of, they disown you kind of thing. So it's not set in stone. It varies from family to family. We ourselves, when we first became Christians, some of our family did reject us, I'll be honest with you. And it's taken time to build bridges.
New faith, so it's not easy.
It's not easy. Some of my family still don't talk to me. 2 of my sisters still don't speak with me. But we just pray for them. That's all we can do. And we know that the Lord loves them more than we love them, and the Lord wants them to come to Him even more than we want them to come to the Lord. So we just pray to the Lord, and that's. I mean, I used to cry in the beginning, kind of thing. But then I just got to a stage where I said, Lord, I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, I know you love them even more than I love them. So I just commit them to you, and I just pray for them every day. And yeah, that's all I can do really as a Christian.
Do the Sikh go use violence against Christians?
Do Sikhs, obviously not in the UK, you know.
Yeah, but what about
Back
in
home, I've not really heard. Yeah, I suppose there is the odd occasion, you know, especially if their family member has been converted to Christianity, possibly, but not on the scale. I mean, it's not. It's the Muslims do it because of their scriptures. The Sikh scriptures don't say that. You know, it is supposed to be a peaceful religion, live and let live kind of religion. So it's not scriptural. It's not from their scriptures that you slay anyone that converts from Sikhism to Christianity. It doesn't work like that. No,
it's kind of individual behavior.
It's an individual behavior. That's right. It's how, I suppose, how they feel their status is. Because in India, the Christian, I mean, I don't know if you know about India, but it's a caste system there, and the Brahmins are at the top, and the Christians are regarded as the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. So they feel that sometimes you've brought shame on the family by becoming a Christian. You know, what will our relatives say, and so on. So you do get the odd occasion, but it's not from scripture. It's more from personal pride, if anything.
All right. Well, I wanted to know some information about them, and we are glad to have you, my friend. If there's anything else you want to share before you go?
Is there anything else I want to share? Yeah, just encourages Muslims to just just open up their hands and say, Jesus Christ, if you're Lord, show me as well. You know, because the Lord is not going to force himself upon them. At the end of the day, they have to invite the Lord into their life, is what they need to understand. They can argue all they want, you know, but when you see miracles, you can't argue with that. And we ourselves have seen so many miracles. And yeah, you don't have that concept in any other religion, you know. So all I would say to the Muslims is, it's just, you have to. God is not going to stand in front of you, say, "Here I am." It's a case of, you know, Lord, even if it's from a position of doubt, you know, Lord, if you are God, Jesus Christ, show me and I'll give my life to you. And the Lord doesn't hide himself. He's a living God. You know, he will reveal himself as long as you mean it from the bottom of your heart and you're desperately searching for God. That's how I found God, to be honest, because I shared my testimony before how my two younger sons, one was 10, one was 14, gave their life to the Lord. And when I used to go to Bible study with my 14-year-old, who was then about 17 when I gave my life, and when I used to watch them pray, I knew they had something I didn't have at the time. You know, I had just started believing in Jesus, but when I saw them pray and so on, I just knew they had something I didn't have. And I used to come in and cry, and I used to, like, you know, I was so hungry for God. And it took a month or 2, 3 months maybe, but yeah, God does reveal himself to you. He doesn't come in front of you, obviously, but you find that your prayers are answered and things just start happening supernaturally that never happened before. So yeah, I'll just say to these people, just open up your hands, open up your hearts, and ask God to come into your life, because he's not going to force himself upon you.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for the nice wisdom words, and I hope people are listening and they are learning from your testimony. Thank you very much for calling.
Thanks, CP. Bye-bye.
Take care. You know, always, every one of us, he have his own experience. Is my mic is better now? I think this is Skype thing. I think Skype is controlling the microphone somehow, and it take my microphone down somehow. I don't know what to say, because I think now you don't have a problem, right? Only when somebody call, the sound go down. Yeah, I think it's Skype thing, or maybe I'm thinking it's a genie. It's a genie in my Skype. Let me read the Quran chapter of the chair upside down. The Muslim, they believe if you read the chapter of the chair from the end to the beginning, that will kick out of the genie from your house. I have a genie, by the way, in my house. And the other day, this is a true story. I don't like to share it with anyone except in YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Just keep it private, please. I look at my keys. I could not find my keys. And then I looked again. I could not find them again. And I look again. and I could not find them again and again. And then I got so upset where I lost my keys. And I started thinking, reading Quran, finding answers, and Allah, He answered me. He said to me, no blame is there upon the blind, nor blame upon the lame, nor blame upon the sick, nor yourself to eat in your home. So I said to myself, why even I need the car key to go? I mean, if I can eat in my home, the problem is solved. And this is how the inspiration of Allah come to me. Who need the keys anymore? I mean, who need the keys? Hey, genie, take the keys. I was desperately trying to find the keys, but now I do not need them. And because I do not need them, here we go. The keys are here. He left them here and he left. See? Before, because he knew I need the keys, I'm looking for them. The keys cannot be found. I want to go. I want to eat. And then when this verse came in front of me, it opened my eyes and my stomach feel better. Now I can eat in my home. All my life I spent my life eating in McDonald's, falafel restaurants, etc. But finally, thanks to Allah. Okay, somebody he made the angel here look like a female in this picture. That doesn't work with the Islamic somebody he made. Let's see who's the guy trying to call. He keep calling. Who is this guy trying to keep calling? What happened to this guy, the angry guy? Let's try to call him. He went offline. That's it. Visual. Somebody, his name is Visual. You have to first to ask for permission to call before you call. Otherwise, I will block you. Confirm to me that you are a Muslim. Stop calling. Do we have any Muslim? Somebody's saying to me, CP, you need a helpmate. Somebody's asking me to find a wife. That's a good advice. All right. You need a helpmate. She can help you lower your pressure. My friend, I think if I get married, she will increase my pressure. It's not the opposite. That's a good one. So I don't know if it's a guy or a guy. I have no idea who's person. Praying for a speed recovery for you. Okay. She can help your lower your pressure. Hey, if Muhammad had so many and seemed happy, so it is not an irascible for to ask for one. Who said that Muhammad was happy? Muhammad was not happy. Muhammad was living a hell of a life. Let me show you the reference. Muhammad was happy? You think so? Look at this. Muhammad, he even made verses in the Quran threatening his wives that if they fight him, Allah will take the side, his side. Let me change this translation. It's funny. Let us go to maybe Yusuf Ali. It's better translation for this verse. Two of the wives of Muhammad, they made two parties. Two parties. Don't call me, guys, without permission. I will block you. Ask me first before you call, please. If you two turn into repentance to him. But this is not only two women, it's two parties. Party of Hafsa and party of Aisha. All right, two parties. They, which mean the women of Muhammad divided into two leadership. Two women, they take the lead. So Muhammad, he is in trouble to the point he needed Allah himself to take his side, and Allah, he's in those verses. And just to show you another verse of how stupid the Quran is, when the Prophet disclosed a matter in confidence to one of his consorts, and then she divulged it to another, and Allah made it known to him. I mean, have you ever heard of something stupid like this? If the Prophet, he said something to his wife, and then the other wife, she spread the news of what he told her, and then it became known to him. I mean, what known to him? He is the one who told them. He confirmed the part, therefore, and he repredicted a part. And then when he told her, therefore, she said, who told this? I mean, this is God talking. This is my grandma. This is my grandma visiting her neighbor. They are talking about the other grandma, what she said to her, her daughter-in-law. What is this? God, he speak like this? The Prophet, he said something to his wife, and the wife, she told other wives, and then when the news came to the Prophet, he confirmed some and he rejects some. And then, I mean, what is this? This is wisdom, my friend. Muhammad is the guru of India, brother. If the Indian brother, they saw the Prophet in the time of the old days, 1400 years, they will make him the guru of women and wives. That is God, and this is a prophet. And then Allah here want to solve the problem. Look what he said. If you turn into repentance to him, why? What they did? Your heart are indeed so inclined. But if you back up each other against him, truly Allah is his protector. What? Two wives, they are 5 foot tall, and now Muhammad, he got the support of Allah to protect him. What they will do? They will cut his penis? What do you mean? Are they in war? And Jibreel, Allah is not enough. I mean, the fight is so big. The fight is so big to the point Allah alone is not good to do any good. I mean, how Allah can help? He cannot alone. Those are two women, Aisha and Hafsa. Are you crazy? They are crazy. So Allah truly is the protector. And in the top of that, Jibreel and the brother. And not only Jibreel alone, and every righteous believer all the way from Pakistan to India, and even in Honolulu, among those who believe, they are going to take the side of the Prophet against his wife. And furthermore, brother, and furthermore, the angels, if all of those to fight two female, those are enough to destroy the whole earth. All of this, Allah and the angels and Jibreel and every righteous believer. Shabir Ali is there, Zakir Naik is there, all of them, they are holding sticks and rocks, they are throwing rocks at Aisha. All of this to fight two females, and they are the wives of Muhammad. I can accept this verse if Muhammad trying to fight Margaret Thatcher when she was a prime minister. I mean, come on. You are fighting who are here? So when you say to me Muhammad was happy, that's a joke. What are you talking about? Obviously, this guy, you see, Allah is the puppet of Muhammad. He used him as he wish for his purpose. Here we go. He wanna silence the wives. So what he do? And by the way, this verse he took it from who? Anyone remember? Who is the one who gave him this chapter? Who remember? Anyone remember? Umar ibn al-Khattab. Umar ibn al-Khattab is the one behind this verse. Umar ibn al-Khattab, he said that verse. Muhammad, he put it in the Quran, and even the hadith confirmed that. From which site أجيب معاني الكلمات موجودة في القرآن? So you speak Arabic, Edie? Do I understand that you speak Arabic, or you are using Google translation to translate what you said? I'm assuming that you speak Arabic. Well, the words in the Quran simply you can search. Very simple. First of all, you can copy a word and you can try to find it in the dictionary. But remember, sometimes even dictionary cannot recognize words, because you have to search for the root of the word. So you have to have like some kind of strong Arabic before you can find really the meaning. Oh, the person who sent me says I meant he had sexual satisfied. I don't think so. Muhammad, he never had sexual satisfied. If you remember, the hadith confirm. You see, we have all the laundry of Muhammad. This is the problem. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will see how Aisha, she tried to come to Muhammad to play with him, which means she want to have sex. And Muhammad, he says, seek a refugee by Allah from the hard penis. So obviously he is not having one. Excuse my language. And if you remember in the hadith, it says that the Prophet, he imagined he had done things, but in fact he never did, and that is including sex. Right? And actually even the hadith says clearly that this is including sex. If you read here, it says the Prophet continued for such and such a period of time, imagine that he had sexual intercourse with his wives, but in fact he did not. So obviously Muhammad, he don't have a sexual life. You see, people who brag about something, mostly they don't have it, and people who have it, they don't even mention it. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to insult or anything, but let's give you an example. If I am a poor person, and nothing wrong with being poor, by the way, but let us say I'm poor, and this is the first time I buy sport shoes, first time ever I wear new shoes maybe in my life. And by the way, this has happened to many people. If you think this is not really a good example, there's people, they never wear something new all their life. All their clothes is used. They buy it from used stores clothes. They are poor. So imagine I'm very poor, and God bless the poor, by the way, but this is the first time I wear a shoe and they are brand new. You can imagine how I will treat my shoes and how I will walk in the street and I will be looking down at them, because I cannot believe it. I'm wearing those shoes because I don't have it. But somebody else is coming from a wealthy family who will change shoes every day. I mean, he will not even notice the shoes. He will not talk about them. But the other guy who is the poor, who first time wear those shoes, he will go and tell his friends, do you see the shoes? I mean, it's very important thing suddenly happen in his life, because this is a normal. When Muhammad he brag about his sexual power, obviously there is something behind. As an example, why a guy he will say to the people that I used to be the most weak person between mankind in sex until I get the power of, sorry, until I invoke Allah and he sent me a dish of shish kebab and I ate it, I get the power of 40 men. What is this story is about? In this story, Muhammad he agreed in two things: that he was the most weak person in sex, and then a miracle happened. Allah sent him a dish of shish kebab, he ate it, he got the power of 40 men. So here Muhammad is bragging about power of 40 men, but he in the same time he admitted that he have a sexual problem. You know what I mean? So people who brag about something usually is to cover up something they are missing in their life. A woman, she don't want to show her friends that she is not happy in her life, so she claim, you know, honey, how are you? She sent text messages, maybe even for a guy is not even exist, because she want to show her friend that she have a honey in her life and she is happy and she is excited and she is, everything is good, but behind the scene is a different story. There's a psychological problem with some people who, when they miss something and the society around them judge you for that thing, what they do, they create a fake replacement so that society will not judge them. And Muhammad is a person who was born between the Arab, and the Arab, they make fun of you if you are not man enough, as they claim, if you cannot have sex. And actually this is even happened not only in the Arab society. And that explains why Muhammad exaggerate about his sexual power, that he have the power of 40 men. But obviously, as you see, he cannot even have sex with one wife. From all the wives Muhammad he could not make one of them have a child. The Muslim, they say that he made Mary the Copt pregnant, but the fact is not true. And there's many reference where Aisha, she said when this guy, this kid, he died. And it's very funny that any kid, Muhammad, he claimed that this is his father, or his father, he died. Aisha said to him, you know that he don't like you and he is not from you. But there is no way Muhammad will accept Aisha to say such a thing about his son unless it's true. Otherwise he will go crazy on her. Khadija, the Muslim, they say he have from her 4 daughters. I guarantee you Muhammad he have 0 daughters from her. The Shia, they agree that only Fatima was his daughter, the rest are the daughters of Khadija from previous husbands. But I believe strongly that 0 of them is his daughters. And then Muhammad he married, according to Muslim, 13 women, none of them gave him child. And that confirmed the story. And even there's a verse in the Quran about a guy make fun of Muhammad that he cannot have children. All right. Now, anyway, guys, I'm really I start having headache, as you know. I'm still not fully recovered, so I'm not going to stay longer. I apologize. I'm a lot better, but it's not totally done. And now already I'm here for. I thought, you see, I said to myself, let me go for 20 minutes. I don't want to stay longer, you know. But as usual, 15 minutes always. At least it's 2 hours. What I can do, topic, they take you to other topic. But please download the video, the one it says I can eat in my father's house, the one we made yesterday. It's already in actually many of you posted already. If you guys admins, if you can pause the video, download it from there. Let me see. Quran. Always try to find, if you want to find the same video, try to search for the same title which was there. Quran 24. 61. Search in YouTube, and here we go. There's many people, they have the video already published in their channels. So download it from there, because this video reading is very good to expose this cult and how stupid it is. And you know, you see people, they are downloading the videos. So download them and share them around. This is the easiest way to show anyone that Islam is stupid. I mean, doesn't matter who you are talking to, right? So let me pause the research here. Actually, I just searched for Quran 2461. Imagine, just because that was mentioned in the title, and here we go. You see people, they are keeping the same title, many of them. And I am posting from now on, when I delete a video, I will post the replacement for it in minds.com. So please subscribe to minds.com, and let me post the link for you in the text and the chat. Minds.com. I will post it for you. Subscribe, so always you can find the missing link for the video, because as you know, I don't keep videos in my channel, and that to encourage people to download my videos. All right, so I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you, and Ante will see you. If I can come tomorrow, I will be here tomorrow. I will be happy to be between you. Thank you for those who made donation. We appreciate your support, and may the Lord bless you all. And I really appreciate all those who send me messages. They are worried about my health. My friend, I'm really thanks to the Lord, I'm very in very good condition. But you know, it doesn't, I mean, if you get sick once every few years, I mean, you are really lucky, right? So I'm really lucky. I thank the Lord. He gave me a very good health. So like I see people, they get sick every year, twice, 3, 4 times. For me, it is something real. So I really appreciate the Lord gift to me. He gave me a wonderful health and strength, and I really appreciate it. And for sure, I don't mind if I if I get sick from time to time. Maybe, you know, to remind us of our weakness, and to remind us that we are no one. You know, in a second you can die, in a second you can go, in a second you are nothing. So don't be proud about yourself, don't be proud about your health. What you have today, it might be taken from you in a second, in a blink of an eye. Imagine. And if you don't believe me, time will come and you will get sick, God forbid, but it will happen. It happened to all of us. So don't be proud about your health. Don't think you became God because you are healthy today. This is what happened to many people. They think because they are healthy, they are God. They do not need God. But when you get sick, you will find yourself poor creature who need help even to go to the bathroom. You need help even to eat. You cannot even lift your head up. My friend, we are dead already. The Messiah, the Lord, he said, let the dead bury the dead. This is why I encourage you from time to time to go and visit a graveyard, because people forget who they are, where they will be. The best way to be humble is to see what is around you. There's people that think they are going to live forever. They think that their millions and billions will make them strong. One day you will be nothing except just a memory for people who loves you or people who hate you. So you better work for your salvation. Be remembered by the Lord first, and then by the people who loved you for what you did to them, not by people who hate you. Like now the Muslims, they hate me, but trust me, they knew I'm not against them. They knew I'm working for helping them. I'm working for saving them from the cult and then what it's called hell, which we believe in. I know some people don't believe in it, but we believe in hell and we believe in heaven. So my friend, if you hate people, you don't ask them to join heaven. And we don't hate Muslims, we love them. The Lord, he says, love your enemy, bless those who curse you. So the best thing we do is to remember who we are, and to remember that we are weak, and we can turn into a dead flesh in a second. So please work for yourself, for your salvation, people around you, and save people around you. So when you go one day, you will meet the Lord, and you have with you a lot of saving, but this is not money. The saving you have is how many people you spoke to, how many people you help, people who they are desperate, people who need physical help, people that need maybe money, people who need whatever. Everything you do, my friend, is you know them from their fruits. That's what the Lord says. From their fruits you shall know them, not from their names. Your name is a Christian Prince, who care? Still you might go to hell. Your name is a Christian, you say Jesus, Jesus, still you might go to hell because you have no fruit. The Lord, he said that the tree who will not give a fruit is going to cut off and will be thrown in hellfire. My friend, don't be that tree. Be a beautiful tree who help, who give a fruit, and let everybody see how beautiful your fruit is. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. See you soon. Take care.